one I've never seen. I feel like I already know you, pal.
That's exactly what I said.
Oh man, yeah, same. It's crazy. It's like this is the first time we're like hanging out, but like
You've always been a part of the crew in a way.
yeah, from the beginning.
You're the Slimer to our Ghostbusters.
That's a great analogy.
Oh, I love it. Oh man,
But, dude, that commie symbol is actually really sweet.
oh, I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Oh
proud
yeah,
of it.
that shit was incredible. We got to show that to the commies.
Yeah, big fan.
Yeah, we got to put it. I want to put it on a T-shirt, honestly.
Oh yeah, that's what we got to do.
Yeah, that's the main goal. Yeah, good to have you, Joey. Good to see all you guys, your handsome faces.
We're back.
Thank you.
Baby.
Good to be here.
Yeah, we're back in the mix. Today is a very special episode of Comics and Chronic. This is the Sunday Smoke Session.
Oh yes, it is.
I forgot all about it. So this will be coming out Sunday. You guys can chill with us and vibe and check it out.
Easter, vibing on Easter.
This is the special Easter Sunday edition.
Yeah.
We follow all the Catholic holidays. We do an episode for all those.
Yeah. We forgot to do a Ramadan episode, but we'll get to it next year. Welcome to the Sunday Smoke Session. I am Jake FH. As always, the homies Anthony Iannaccio, Cody Willock, and Cannon are joining me. Today we have a very special guest. He's a good friend of mine. He is a wonderful artist, cartoonist. He has made our Comics and Chronic logo, as well as some other dope art that you can check out. We'll plug his Instagram later. Please welcome to the show, Joey Ryan. Or Joe Ryan.
Joe Ryan.
Joey Murphy. I don't know.
You can just call me. I don't know why you're using my Instagram handle, but yeah, you can just, it's just I'm Joey.
Just Joey.
He's just Joey. Good to be on the show, guys. Thanks for having me.
Woo.
Yeah, long time listener, first time visitor.
Nice.
Yeah.
First time.
Long time commie.
Yeah.
That's true. You are a true commie.
Probably the original commie, if we're being serious.
Yeah.
Commie number one.
Commie number one.
Hey, they're all equal. Psych.
I love that we shit on our fan base.
We love them, but it's fun to be mean, you know?
It is. Being mean is just like a great pastime of mine.
Yeah.
Gotta let your dark side out.
Jake's really good at being mean.
Yeah.
Wow. Fuck you.
I'm not gonna lie, when Jake came to New York, I was like, wow, Jake's really nice in person.
Really?
I feel like your gimmick is that you're like gonna say the mean thing, but you're actually a pretty nice guy. So
It's my radio persona.
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. It's your gimmick.
I mean, I don't think I'm mean. Dude, people love me, honestly. I don't
I don't know if I'd go that far, my friend.
I'm good. Your whole crew loves me. I can hide out in West Virginia right now if I had to run from the feds. In like a million different people's houses.
It's true. Except Booms would snitch.
Jake has safe houses in different states.
Jake does.
I do. A lot of safe houses.
Contingencies for contingencies.
Yeah. Today's a cool episode because we get to talk about a comic that or character that we had actually already done an episode on, but this is volume 2 of Blacksad by Juan Diaz Canales and Juanjo Guarnido, if I pronounced that correctly.
Yeah, man, we're visiting John Blacksad again.
Blacksad Volume 2.
Oh, and it's called A Silent Hell.
Dude, it was pretty. Dude, the Blacksad universe, we just need more of it. That's my only complaint.
There's not enough of it yet.
I agree.
Yeah. And I also like that Joey, you're on for this episode because it's so animal heavy, and I feel like a lot of your art is very animal heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, animals are a lot more easy. They're a lot easier. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. High as shit.
You're
they're
high
a
on
lot.
this show. Get the.
They're so much easier than like humans to, at least for me to draw. So like, if I can just not draw humans and just draw them as animals, I'm all for it. So this comic just really speaks to me because it's exactly that. It's humans, but they're animals, and that's cooler.
Kind of like us all, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, once again, like, dude, the way this dude draws fucking emotions on animals.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's just so impressive.
Yeah,
man.
man.
I can't
art is truly something to behold in this book.
Yeah.
I mean,
Seriously.
This is one of the few comic books like where I read it, I really just take the time to look at each panel, regardless of if I've already I've already read the dialogue, but I'll just look at it. And I'm like, damn, this dude makes beautiful art.
Yeah, there was like 1 page or 2 pages where Blacksad, I forget who he's talking to, but they're what's that dude's name?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Is it in the garden area?
Yeah, in the garden.
Yes.
You can see the shadow.
We're like with the shadows.
on it.
Oh my God,
that really
yes.
stuck out to me.
That's a beautiful,
so good.
That's a beautiful page or 2 pages.
Yeah, that page always makes me like just stop, like, and just like just take it in for a few minutes before continuing on.
That page made me stop, and the page where he's chasing the supposed
Yeah.
villain, and he cuts the corner, and he's in the middle of the Mardi Gras parade.
Yes.
That
Yes.
stopped me dead in my tracks.
Yes. It
There's
was
so much
almost like
detail.
Where's Waldo in a weird way.
Yeah. Oh man, I thought that's exactly.
Well, wait. So before we get into it, we should definitely like catch people up on who Blacksad is. Maybe they haven't read the first volume at all. Or Joey, why don't you do that for us? Because you're the guest today.
Oh, you don't want me to do it.
No, I want you to do it, and I want you to hit the bowl before you do it too.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
The origin of John Blacksad as told by Joey.
Ooh, okay. So John Blacksad is was he like a private eye or some sort of detective / investigator or whatever? I guess he's a private eye because he does whatever. And he's in New Orleans and he's with his buddy Weekly. This like he's a journalist, I think, wasn't he in the first one? Did he start out as like a journalist or something? Or I forget. I don't know. They're buddies.
He's like Jimmy Olsen to his
Yeah. And they get caught up in some fucking Christ, it's been a while since I've read the story. See, this is why I was like, you don't want me to do it. I'm going to botch the shit out of this.
That's okay.
But yeah. I don't know. Anyone want to take it from there?
So Blacksad is basically like your stereotypical 1950s nut noir detective, and I don't say stereotypical in like a negative sense, but I'm just saying like he's tough, he's boozes, he has a way with women. He's like a good like noir hero archetype, and it's done so cool because with the art style, it's very beautiful, like we mentioned, and almost like family friendly. But the subject matter and stories of Blacksad rarely stay in that area.
Yeah, this was a really dark story.
Really dark.
This was a dark. I would say definitely darker than the first volume when he takes on communism and the Ku Klux Klan.
The first one was racism for a little bit. That was
true. I guess this one was a little more. Well, I guess they're all equally depressing. This one is like I don't know. It's kind of a sad story.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to ever see a Disney character like with a heroin needle in their arm.
Oh yeah. What was that guy's name? The dog, the boxer?
Sebastian.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So basically John Blacksad, he's a private eye. He gets hired and he has to go to New Orleans, and he gets hired to find somebody who they don't know if he's missing or if he's dead. And you find out that he's actually alive, but like not for lack of trying. He doesn't really want to be alive, it seems like.
Yeah.
He's a jazz musician. He's like supposedly like the best jazz musician in New Orleans. But he's also a heroin addict, and you find out he also has like a side family, like kids and shit, you know?
Yeah.
And then it gets crazy because there's like voodoo in it. Like the wealthy goat family performs.
Oh
like,
yeah, he had
magic.
that like witch doctor.
Yeah,
He was great.
so yeah, so no, it was
Yeah,
cool,
it's
man.
crazy. Did you guys from the get-go see where the plot was gonna go?
No.
Well, yeah, no. There's some weird twist in there. I was trying to figure out, like, at the very beginning on the first page, you see that someone's putting poison inside of a piece of paper, which is later we're gonna know that that's like a drug or something that they're like trading. But they have like this crazy like skull mask, or just looks pretty like evil and some shit's going on, And I'm like, okay. So in the first volume of Blacksad, I guess there wasn't anything straight up like that, but there was always like a twist where it's like, oh, it was you all along who was causing all the shit, So knowing that, I was trying to figure out, okay, who's this person in the mask? And it was not who I thought it was.
Yeah, I was doing the same thing. Who did you think it was gonna be?
I thought it was going to be the witch doctor.
Ooh.
The goat witch doctor or the female monkey witch doctor?
The female monkey witch doctor who was like supposedly like
Poisoning.
doing all her but I guess she wasn't. Like, I thought that's what was happening, but it really wasn't her.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah, this, I don't know if you guys have ever seen, we actually spoke about it a little bit with Rodney Barnes, but if you guys have seen Serpent and the Rainbow, there's a lot of shit from that movie and just like voodoo in general that's in this comic book, specifically like the skull mask, the fact that like in the Serpent and the Rainbow there's like a white powder that they use and they blow in people's faces, and like inhale it or it gets absorbed through the skin, they can like control them and make them into like zombie slaves kind of.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's like definitely influence from that in this comic book, which is cool.
Nice.
Just nerding.
Yeah, I've never seen that movie.
That's a great movie.
Yeah,
John Carpenter, Bill Pullman.
See, I actually know the movie that you're talking about because I love John Carpenter. He's obviously an incredible director. That's goes without saying. But I've started it, but the whole every single time it's been like midnight, and I've been like really stoned and just like I don't know anything that happens. In the movie.
I'm in the same exact boat as Cody. That's
Well, we know you haven't seen it, Anthony.
But I've like tried. Like, I have started it like a couple times too, and just never finished it.
Yeah, I've just the slumber keeps me from the Serpent and the Rainbow.
Dude, it's a book supposedly. Supposedly it's like based off of a very true accounting.
Pretty
voodoo.
Scary.
Yeah, I love voodoo in movies, man. I'm a big fan of Skeleton Key. I fucking love that movie. No Skeleton Key fans.
No, I'm just dying. Oh god.
Is that the Kate Hudson?
Hell yeah, Kate Hudson.
Yeah.
No, that movie.
No, I never saw it, but I remember seeing the trailer.
Dude, that movie's awesome, honestly. Has a great ending too.
Yeah, I like that movie as well.
Yeah. It's a dope movie.
Oh, no, sorry. I was just dying for a second. Oh god.
That's kind of funny because in the first Blacksad episode you thought you were having a heart attack. Just like old times, eh?
That's awesome. Yeah, so this was a crazy tale. I love the jazz part of it and all of the jazz musicians and their tragic story and stuff like that. It was really cool.
Yeah.
A lot of drug use.
A lot of drug use.
Yeah. I mean, I just like that this comic isn't afraid to like tackle really dark subject matter like drug use and like tackle it in a light that like isn't. It's so easy to be condescending about drug use, you know?
Yeah.
Too easy.
Like, you see, what's the dog's name that he's looking for the whole time?
Sebastian.
His name's Sebastian. So you see, like, it seems like he's trying to get clean, and then when he does, his final performance, like, you could see the pressure that runs through his mind about what's going on in his life, and like, he just kind of buckles under the pressure. It's not like he's just willy-nilly like being like, fuck my life, I'm gonna shoot up heroin right here. It's like he has a lot going on, and you feel really bad for the dude.
Yeah.
I did, at least.
Oh yeah, it was tragic. A really tragic ending that I didn't necessarily see coming. Honestly,
No.
No, me either.
Yeah, it's almost in a way. It's and I think I'm saying this as a it's technically this, but it's not dull in any way, shape, or form. It's a very anticlimactic ending because like he just dies of an overdose. This guy that they're looking for after he performs like one last show in New Orleans at a bar or a theater and kills
where he
it.
apparently like blows everyone's mind.
Yeah, he's like Miles Davis down there.
Yeah.
Just killing it.
Well, here's a question I had because I thought I missed something, or maybe he was a character I forgot about. Blacksad is saved by this like orange cat guy.
Yeah.
Who is that guy?
He just walks away and you never see him again.
Yeah.
I don't think he even comes up in the third volume.
No, he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't. That's what I'm saying. So who is that cat?
Yes, he wasn't even in the first volume, was he? Like I don't remember. It's been a while.
He wasn't in the first.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this guy?
That was a weird thing. Yeah, it was strange. It kind of felt like a Deus Ex Machina use in literature, but then they just like left it. It just like walked away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He pulls him out of the water at the docks. I'm looking at it right now. It's actually really cool.
Yeah.
He pulls him out, like Blacksad is almost drowning, and Blacksad goes, "Do we know each other?" And the orange cat says, "It's possible. After all, we're both cats. We must have crossed paths in one of our 9 lives."
Yeah.
Like, that's cool. I don't know. It's just like, it's pretty meta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it is.
Yeah, I really just didn't know what to make of that at all. I'm like, who is this guy? It doesn't come up
God?
Again. It's like the cat god.
He also has 3 mermaid tattooed on his chest. This guy's pretty sweet.
Yeah, he had a lot of detail put into him.
Yeah, I wish I had 3 mermaids tattooed on my chest.
He looks like a cat version of Kurt Russell in that movie.
Escape from
Jesus,
no. Captain Ron is
is that it? Is it Captain Ron or Overboard? Which one is the one?
I've actually seen Overboard.
Which one has Kurt Russell in it? It's one of
Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. Is that Overboard?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's Overboard. Yeah.
Okay, so he looks like Kurt Russell in Overboard.
He does. Yeah, I can totally see that.
He has a wife beater and everything. Yeah, it's cool.
Oh yeah.
And once again, for any furries listening, you might want to check out the Blacksad universe.
Yeah,
because once again, dude, I would fuck like a lot of these.
The entire cast. The entire cast.
Like the dancer on like the first part.
Oh yeah, that's how it starts. Yeah.
Like, wow, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This better not awaken anything in me.
Yeah. Dude, aside from the hippo, I'd probably fuck almost everybody.
Oh, I thought
even the old goat.
Oh yeah, the old goat.
Oh no, well him
especially the old goat.
Especially the old goat.
He's the hottest.
Yeah.
Oh man,
let's see this stripper.
Yeah,
it's like on the second page.
Yeah.
Oh, is it the second page?
But that's another crazy thing about this. Like the art is so Disney-fied. Like I guess that's the best way to describe it. And it's like Disney-fied in situations like a strip club or like a bar or just like, again, like people doing heroin. Like you don't expect that from like a Disney animated style. And it really offsets the darkness of the story in a cool way, I think. Like especially those pages you guys were mentioning before.
Yeah.
And then it's all watercolor. It's just it's watercolor, right? Or like
no, it's watercolor. So
it is watercolor.
So like from a technical standpoint,
that's incredible.
It's really hard to do that. Yeah.
Fucking, I'm not a painter, so I'm impressed already. But like a watercolor is just like, god damn, like the patience that you have to have.
That's true.
I mean, the skill and just like you gotta.
I feel like you could probably see things that like I wouldn't on a technical level.
Yeah. Maybe.
I know, like Alex Ross paints all of his paintings in watercolor, and like
that's insane.
I've been told from like other artists that it's incredibly difficult to get detail like that with watercolor.
Dude, his chrome looks like chrome.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Like, how the fuck do you do that?
Shit, chrome, like shiny and reflective.
Amazing. That bastard. That talented bastard.
Alex Ross is so good.
Dude, Alex Ross should do a Blacksad comic. I would love to see.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Him draw Blacksad.
Dude, I just love because like how Anthony said it's Disney-fied. There were a couple panels where the scenes, I was like, this, like these characters look like characters from like a Goofy movie. If a Goofy movie had been like more real life and less, high apple pie in the sky.
High apple pie in the sky.
Oh man.
Okay, wait. Did you guys, when you were reading this comic book, did you guys not if you like even out loud, but in your head, did you guys give them accents?
Did what?
Did you guys like when you were reading this comic book, and since it took place in New Orleans, did you give the characters accents? Like in your head, in your imagination?
Definitely the hippo. Like I had him. I had him voiced by like John Goodman doing one of his his voices, and it just fit.
Yeah, I picture the hippo with a really deep voice, almost Foghorn Leghornish. Like, how are you today, Mr. John Blacksad? And then he's just such a scumbag.
I'll be honest, like a lot of times when I'm reading, like I don't ever give the characters voices. Like if I want to, I'll have to like really slow down and like be deliberate about it. But the only time I could ever read a Cajun voice or something like that is like Gambit, because he's always saying like phrases in like French or Creole. Like he's just, it's easy to hear that like the 90s animated voice in my head.
Yeah, mon ami.
Yeah.
The Cajun accent is one I would like. If I was to be from the South, I think I'd want the Cajun accent. I've always liked it.
Why don't you have one now? Start practicing.
If I do it now, it's going to sound very awful and possibly, without me even trying to, just because it's so bad, racist, and I don't want to even. I don't think it's going to be good.
No, I don't mean literally right this second. I mean, become the guy in LA that has the Cajun accent.
Cajun Jake.
Yeah,
Cajun Jake.
Dude, people wouldn't even like believe me if I was Cajun. Like, case in point, Cody's brother came out here, who has a much thicker accent than Cody does. He has a thick, at least to me, he has a thick West Virginia accent.
Thick West Virginia,
yeah. Dude, he came out here. I picked him up after he went to a concert at the Hollywood Bowl, and then we went camping and whatnot. But so he was telling me about, I was like, I think he saw John Mayer or someone, and he said this girl leaned over to him and she was like, "Can you just like stop putting on that Southern accent? It's not even good." And Ty was like, "You fucking know me?"
Yeah.
So in LA, if you have an accent, people might think you're just being a douchebag. They're not going to believe you.
Yeah, my dude. He saw Grateful Dead when they had John Mayer as the front man.
Nice.
I just love that story because I have an English friend out here, and one time we hung out, and same thing happened at a bar. This girl, she was like, "You're doing a really bad English accent," and she's from England, and we're just like, "Oh my god!" Like, what an awful place that you don't believe this.
Oh my god, how embarrassing!
Yeah.
Okay, Jake, I just thought of a good who would win.
Okay.
John Blacksad versus Paulie Walnuts.
Oh. Okay. There's a lot to consider here because John Blacksad, he's very resourceful, athletic. He's not corrupt, but he's willing to like beat the shit and pull his gun on a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Paulie Walnuts, he has shown like a slight level of endurance and survivability, both in harsh environmental conditions in the Pine Barrens episode when it's like 2 degrees, and also when he runs through the woods against poison ivy. So I might have to give this to Paulie Walnuts, to be honest.
Same.
He seems like
he hates cats. He hates cats.
Oh, you're right. He does hate cats. I forgot about
his mortal enemy would be John Blacksad.
Yeah. Dude, what if Christopher
Who's Paulie Walnuts?
He's from Sopranos.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it. I'm sorry.
Oh my god!
It's on my list. It's on my list. I don't know. I missed the boat, and it's there. It's there. I know.
Hey, don't Soprano shame him. I only watched this year for the first time.
Yeah, no, you're right. I shouldn't Soprano shame. It's more that like I want people to see it so they can enjoy
The masterpiece.
The masterpiece that is The Sopranos. And I say the same thing with The Wire too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's another one I haven't seen.
Watch The Wire. Yeah, I love. Those are like my two top favorite shows of all time. Yeah. So.
So throughout the story, Blacksad is like trying to track down this thing. What did you guys think of the character of the son?
The goat son?
Yeah, the goat son.
He didn't seem like a bad dude.
I forget the backstory exactly. Really... What was it? Like it was that his father was a scientist who did something weird or whatever?
His dad was the goat.
Yeah, the prison warden dude.
No, I know, but shit, am I mixing stories? Isn't the goats...
No, it's the same story.
But aren't they? Did they get their wealth because his dad was like some weird scientist who did like illegal tests on people or something?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, basically there was like a disease outbreak and he sold a cure that just killed a bunch of people or gave them deformities and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, this story has like a shit ton of like weird. You know what I'm thinking about? Actually, this is almost like now that we're talking about it, this feels almost like True Detective, but with animals.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey is John Blacksad.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
I actually had him voicing the son in my head.
Oh, really? Nice.
Okay. Yeah, just because he has that kind of drawl, that accent, and I was like, this guy's Louisiana-ish enough, and so like I had him.
I like him as the son.
Yeah. I like him as the goat. Damn, I liked him as John Blacksad too, though. What if he did both?
But you know what?
I thought John Blacksad was black.
Yeah, I was just going to say John Blacksad's black.
Right.
It's pretty explicit, I think, in this one too, right? Or does he say it in the third one where he's like, in the first one, I don't know if they say it.
No, the first one, I think he is black because the polar bear is like racist towards him and whatnot.
Right. But I'm saying like in this one, I think he's really like, you're like, I'm black, like, or someone calls him black in the way that like they start talking about race in this one too, like more explicitly. Yeah. And I was like, that's interesting because it's just like animals. Like it's kind of hard to like, it's weird how they do that, but I mean, it makes sense. It's the metaphor of it all. Mm-hmm. But I mean, that comes into play, right? The whole thing with the jazz band is that one of their own went off to fight in the war. Yeah. No, not Vietnam. No way. Korea. It had to be Korea. Yeah. And when he came back, he just was like messed up. Mm-hmm. Oh, do you guys remember? Did you guys read the short story at the end of this volume?
Whoa, no, I didn't.
There's a short story?
There's a couple of short stories.
If I did, I definitely don't remember it. Yeah, there's a short story in mine also. I don't remember.
Oh shit!
There's one. So it's really quick, but there's one where there's this chicken lady, and she's like yelling at a cop. She's like, "They killed my son. You know, no one's doing anything about it."
Oh shit!
And she has like a flyer in her hand, but it turns out like she's like John Blacksad. She's like, "Oh, are you like here to like take up my case again?" She's like, "You said you would help me." But it like turns out that she has like a poster of like Uncle Sam basically. And she's like saying, you know, the government promised my son he'd go to Korea and, you know, this and that. But like they just killed him. They sent him off to die. And she's like, no one's helping me do that, anything about this. And she's just like, is this the world like we want? Like she's basically like, the world we accept is pretty much what we have. And it's kind of just a very like somber, like 1 or 2 page thing.
Damn.
Yeah, no, I forgot all about that shit.
Right. I didn't even, when I finished the book today, I just like didn't even think to check the very end. I like skimmed through, saw it was a bunch of the writing about the art and the process of the art and stuff. And I was like,
that's that's a big part of this volume. Like if you buy volume 2, it's like this story, and then like a huge chunk of it is that watercolor explanation, making up. Yeah, but it's after that. Those are the short stories right after that.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Damn.
Post credits.
The post credits. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I would love to see like an animated like show. I would watch like a weekly HBO show of Blacksad.
Oh,
absolutely. Sick. Holy shit. Yes, please. HBO, if you're listening, give us Blacksad.
All right, so with that in mind, if we're going to cast Matthew McConaughey as the GOAT, who are we casting the other main characters at? Like who would you play? Who would you have play Sebastian?
Ooh,
Sebastian.
Sebastian Maniscalco, the comedian.
Absolutely not. But
when I play the keys, you know what I mean?
He can be weekly.
No, I was going to say Woody Harrelson is weekly just because we were talking about Matthew McConaughey. I don't think he'd actually. But no, I wouldn't. No, I don't want that comedian in this at all.
That was a joke.
I would say, honestly, though, I was going to say Cat Williams as Sebastian, if truth be told.
Ooh.
That's
Cat Williams.
kind of crazy, but
so crazy it might just work.
It might just work.
I don't know if I like Cat as him because he would have to be like a really good, soulful. Like he would have to.
He doesn't sing in it. He just plays music.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the other dude sang.
Yeah, he's not the singer in this.
Yeah, you're right.
He's just a nasty trumpet player or trombone player or something.
No,
I thought he sang at the end when he was playing on the piano.
No, he just told the story. I thought.
Yeah, he just told the story through his music. Let's go back.
Yeah,
that creative son of a bitch.
All right, we don't have to stick with him, but you guys can throw out some ideas if you have for anybody, not just Sebastian.
I don't know if I said this in Blacksad Volume 1, but I just feel like Idris Elba would be the perfect Blacksad. If you
I could see that.
Yeah, I was thinking. That's
I'm really down with that, to be honest.
Yeah, right.
I like that. That's good casting. Idris Elba's John Blacksad.
Yeah, I like that too.
Ooh, okay. Who would you get to play the hippo? Would it be John Goodman?
Oh, John Goodman for sure.
Okay,
nice.
He just has that bass in his voice that just sounds very hippo-y.
Yeah.
And he does a good Louisiana drawl. Like his character in Oh Brother We're Out There. I don't know if that was Louisiana, but he did a very good Southern.
Yeah, and he does a good Southern dude in Righteous Gemstones.
That's right.
You're right, actually.
Right.
Yeah, so John Goodman is the hippo.
Who would you cast as Weekly? Weasel. His weasel sidekick, that's the photographer.
What's that?
Kevin Hart.
I was
Kevin Hart. Chris Pratt.
No, I was gonna say the red-haired dude that's like a comedian. He's in like
Carrot Top.
I think 30. No, I think he's in 30 Rock and Forgetting Sarah Marshall and Wreck-It Ralph. And he's got a really
Kenneth. What's his name? Jack McBrayer.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can see him.
As Weekly?
Yeah,
He would be too like upbeat and positive. Weekly's kind of defeated a lot.
Weekly's a scumbag, though, dude. Weekly literally like loves hookers and drinking.
What role defining performance it would be, though,
like,
right? Because that's just like Kenneth from 30 Rock, but then we get his Heath Ledger performance as Weekly. And like, oh damn, this guy can act. He's a scumbag weasel.
Yeah. I'm down for him to prove me wrong. I don't know if I would pick Jack McBrayer as Weekly, but I'm down for it.
Okay. What about the Faust?
Is that the
main
goat? Is that the old one?
Yeah, the villain.
Old goat.
Yeah, what a crazy twist when you find out it was him the whole time.
Yeah.
Yep. It was him all along.
I kind of had him as
and he was what? He was killing. What was he doing exactly?
He was having all the jazz musicians killed because they were evidence from when
his experiments, his illegal experiments.
Yeah, exactly.
That killed like an entire population of some shit. Yeah, you're right. Now I remember.
Yeah, and that's why the hippo was just going around murdering people. Like he pushes that crow out the window, or the chicken rather, out the window.
Yeah,
that was a brutal scene.
Oh yeah, and he tried to kill Blacksad.
Yeah,
a couple times.
Do you guys remember the one? It's part of like Sebastian's, I guess, flashback or whatever's going on. Maybe he's high, but like it's one page and it looks like it doesn't even look like it's taking place in the Blacksad world. It looks like animals being tested on. Like they have those like electrode things on top of their head and they're strapped.
It looked almost horror, like a scene from a horror movie.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm looking at it right now.
Dissected animals like on hooks and shit. Yeah. If I remember correctly.
No, okay, so Joe,
out of nowhere.
This might be a fucked up question, but you said you like drawing animals. Like, would you ever draw like something like horror related like that, or you're just like, nah, I don't want to draw animals like that?
Not really. I'm not like the gory kind of shit, like the hooks and shit, or like the dude with the skull mask and creepy.
No,
animal.
I feel like creepy's fine. I'm talking about like like a horror like space penguin, I guess.
Oh god. I don't know. I'm so bad at drawing like that sort of genre. I've never really thought about it, I guess.
You've never delved into hyperviolence?
Nah.
When are we going to see Space Penguin kill a bunch of aliens?
Oh, I don't know. Soon, I'm sure.
Hey, you know, I had this Alien versus Predator. What if it's Space Penguin versus Predator?
Oh, shit. That's pretty cool. I actually had that thought like a couple years ago when I was doing Inktober, and I was doing like all those little vignettes with Space Penguin doing like this and Space Penguin doing that. I forget what the prompt was, but I was just like, oh, what if he's being hunted and like by Predator? But like I couldn't figure out how to get that in one like 5x7 thing using only marker and ink, and being able to convey like, oh, it's Predator, but you can't see him because he's doing the invisibility thing, but you can see the 3 dots on Space Penguin's head. But like, how do I do that with marker? I don't know. Fuck it. I'll do something else. And I forget what I changed it to, but I drew the sketch and I thought of it, but I don't know. I like the idea of Space Penguin versus Predator, but it's just getting it out on paper is the tough thing. Nice. But somehow I'll get it out there for you, Jake.
I do. I'm totally down to see this. Or like, you know how they're like an alien, when he bursts out the chest, you could have Space Penguin burst out someone's chest.
Yeah, just out of his chest.
Out of my
Oh my god, that'd be great.
I'm down.
Oh man, yeah.
Big fan of the Space Penguin universe.
Thank you very much.
Cinematic universe.
What do you call? Do you call your like pantheon of ish anything?
Not really. I don't know. They haven't been connected at all, so I didn't really think of them as one
nice
part of a unit or anything.
Yeah,
he's the Matt Reeves of space of Penguin. Penguin art, all right? There's no interconnected universe.
No, it's just his own thing.
His own standalone.
Yeah.
And we respect it.
I do want to do more Space Penguin stuff, though. Thinking of another like story and doing another comic, which I think is a lot of fun.
Do you have any plans to put Space Penguin to like a published comic book, like paper?
Sorta, yeah. Like I did the one for Inktober, and I wanted to get that printed out and published, but I just never really got around to even like looking into how to get about doing that. I don't know, stuff got in the way, and I was like, just kind of push it off to the side. But it's always been there, being like, oh man, like you gotta. This is a full story, and I'm proud of it, and it's pretty cool, and it's pretty fun, and a Space Penguin, and it's cute. But yeah, like
I mean, the art's sick. It'd be cool to.
Thank you very much. Yeah, no, I do want to get that. Like, I don't know, maybe do one of those. What is it, Kickstarter nowadays? I don't know. I've never even done one of those.
That's definitely the way to do it if you're trying to get like because you're trying to publish it like as a comic.
Yeah, like there's just like a little 1 volume, like one of these Blacksad books, but it's just Space Penguin's Treasure Hunt.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that would be the way to go. Like do a Kickstarter. Like I see so many people on Twitter just that's the way they do it. I don't see, that seems to be the way for indie comics nowadays.
I think you should actually flip the script and do it on OnlyFans. That's how you're going to get your funding for this.
There we go. I could make people pay big money to see uncensored video or pictures of Space Penguin and all sorts of
videos of you drawing your naked.
I'm just topless and I just don't have a shirt on. You're like, what the fuck is this? I want my money back. All sales are final. Sorry. Tell your friends.
Yeah, like and subscribe. That'd be sick.
Oh man,
that's the way to do it, man.
Yeah. I'll have to look into that. I'll get there eventually.
So, are you guys going to Joe Pesci this bad boy or what?
Ooh.
So Anthony had a good point before that we never gave Blacksad a Joe Pesci scale, right?
Yeah, because we started giving Joe Pesci's like later on in the podcast, so like we never had that like rating when we did Blacksad Volume 1. So I feel like we got to give 2 Joe Pesci scores for this one.
Double, toil and trouble.
So, Joey, you're the guest of honor. You may go first.
Well, it's been a while since I've read the first volume, but I liked it a lot, so I guess I'm going to just give it a 6 because I can't remember anything that I didn't like about it. This current one I liked a lot, but I also don't really remember because it's been a while since I've read it, but it was shorter. It was a shorter book. Yes. I'm going to have to drop it down to a 5.5.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
If it was a little longer, if it had more oomph to it, then I'd be like, this is perfect. But I don't know. I read it in like real quick. For me, it's like half an hour, which is a long time. I just read real slowly and I get distracted a lot and I sometimes doze off just because I'm lying in my bed and trying to read this thing. But 5.5 is my final.
For the current one. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
Anybody else want to go?
Yeah, I'll go. But you guys, I don't think you guys are going to like my scores, but... So I'll say this. I like both Blacksad volumes, but it's kind of like how it is my excuse, I guess, that I gave for Fatale, which is like, it's not the comic I'm gravitating towards. I mean, Blacksad is just such a unique comic anyway, so I guess that doesn't really matter. It's just like a one-of-a-kind kind of thing. I don't really dislike anything about it, to be completely honest, but I don't know. Like, if you guys never told me to read it, I'm not sure if I would ever read it, I guess is the point I'm making. So, having read it, I'm going to give Blacksad Volume 1 a 5.2 and this one a 5.
Okay.
Fair, that's fair.
Because Anthony is uncultured and...
Uncultured swine.
Swine.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Hey, I cushioned the blow.
I'll give. I love Volume 1. Honestly, I think it's actually Volume 1 is the strongest of the 3, no doubt. I've read Blacksad Volume 1 like more than 3 or 4 times, honestly. So I'm gonna give it a 6, easy peasy.
Nice.
And then, like the only disappointing thing about this story is that it is a lot shorter than the first book, and so normally I think I would give it less. But as someone who can tell you that size doesn't always matter. As someone who has lived his entire life by that. I'm going to give this bad boy a 6 too. Because I appreciate its length, you know?
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
It still hit all the spots.
Dude, I like your style, Jake. I like your style. I'm gonna have to jump in and give Volume 1 easy peasy, no question, 6. It's so good. It's so good.
Easy peasy, no squeezy.
Yeah. Volume 2. My only complaint is that I want more. That being said, it's one of the coolest, in my opinion. I'd put it in like the top comics we've read that I didn't know anything about going into. And it's like this series is like up there as like one of the best things we've picked to talk about, in my opinion. The art in itself just like blows me away. It's something that like I'm gonna read this more than multiple times, you know?
I agree. Like, even though it is a short story, it's like the art alone. I'm just like, well, fuck. Like it's maybe a story in length, it would be a 5, but once again, on art alone, he just comes through with like it's just really cool to look at. You can like have this book and not read it and just like look at each page.
Yeah, like if I could give the art alone a 6, I would for both books.
For sure.
The art alone is definitely
for sure.
I'm gonna give story. I love everything about this book.
Yeah.
So 6s, baby.
Hey, 6s all around.
6.
Yeah.
Well, hey.
Oh, one more thing I thought of while we were doing this before we get out of here. Last Blacksad, we all picked animals for each other. We should pick an animal for Joey. I think Jake should do it since you know him personally the best.
Jake, what you got?
What animal?
What animals, Joey?
Yeah, in the Blacksad, like if Joey was a Blacksad character.
That's great. Fuck. That's a good question. Joey as a Blacksad animal character. Oof, this is interesting. This is difficult. When I see your face, Joey, it reminds me of that of a badger.
All right. Jake dove right in. He didn't. I thought Jake was gonna be like, I could see this or I could see this, but I'm gonna go with this. Jake just said, Badger.
I see a badger.
All right.
Anthony, you've been checking out older episodes, right?
Kind of.
What did you think? Did you listen? What did we give ourselves? Do you remember?
Fuck. Oh, okay. No, it's funny. 'Cause today I was actually going through old episodes, not literally listening to the whole thing, and I tallied up our average Joe Pesci scores. Actually,
Nice.
Oh, whoa! What is it?
it's actually similar all around. And I just added while we're talking the scores we just gave Blacksad 1 and 2. This is our averages. Ready? Maybe we'll be surprised, maybe not. But Jake, you're just 5.0, pretty right down the middle of 5.
Okay.
Cody, you're 5.2.
I'm a positive boy.
And I'm 5.3.
Oh, shit.
You're more positive, Anthony?
Yeah,
Yep,
I honestly would
apparently.
have I expected Anthony to be more critical.
I did too for some reason.
I guess not.
Yeah.
Pretty wild, isn't it? It's because like a lot of times like I've never really given anything lower than like a 3.8, let's say, but like Jake has given lots of 3s.
I don't- no holds barred, man.
And you said Wonder Woman 84 was a 0, so I'm pretty sure that was,
It was a 0. It was a big stinker. I'm
Yeah.
never gonna watch it again. Ever.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'd rather get attacked by a real life badger than watch that. If that's our scale on the Joe Pesci, I'll put that. That would be amazing.
The badger is an option.
So Cody, wait, what were you saying? What were you trying to bring up? Like I was going through older
Oh.
episodes.
I was just gonna see. Do you guys remember what animals we chose for each other during the original Blacksad?
I don't remember off the top of my
I know
head.
you guys said I was like a bird, and I know Cody was a bear,
Like a
maybe.
bear or gorilla. Probably a bear, I think.
I kind
Or
of
was
remember
I?
calling Jake like a porcupine or something. I don't know. Or gorilla. I think it was
That makes
gorilla.
sense. That could be a porcupine. Very quickly.
But you're also cute. You know what I mean?
I see how it is, Cody. I'm your wife in the last episode, and now you're calling Jake. Whatever, man. Whatever. Joey's like, what? Listen to Planet Hulk. You'll find out. Story development.
That comes out tomorrow.
Or
That
based on
is
when this
out.
episode will come
Yeah.
out. This is out already.
Oh yeah.
So if you're listening to this, time dilation. If you're listening to the Sunday Smoke Session and you want to hear about Planet Hulk, go check out this week's episode.
Yeah, where we talk
Yeah.
P-heezy. That was dumbest. I'm so sorry.
Like Planet Hulk being
Oh.
Well, yeah. Thank you, Joey, for coming on, man.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, guys. This was fun.
Yeah, dude, this was fun. You're an unofficial member. You know what I mean? You're
Hell
part of the backbone that is Comics and Chronic.
Yeah.
It's an honor.
Yeah, no, and we appreciate all your art and all your cool shit. Also, go check out Joey's Instagram page.
Yeah, he's got dope art shit that you should follow because he's cool and
Yeah, thanks, guys.
you're cool.
Oh,
Don't you also do what is it called? Quickies Comics? Is that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a buddy of mine, shout out to Brandon. He's the writer. We do a weekly Instagram comic, just a little single panel, Far Side style, called Quickies Comics. And I believe the handle? I don't remember. It's Quickies Comics. There's, I don't know, it's something like that. You can go to mine. There's a link.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm the artist for that, and it's a lot of fun. We haven't missed a week since, was it June of the first year of lockdown?
No shit. That's how long you've been doing it for?
Yeah, for a while.
I didn't know that.
I think I might have the date wrong, but it's been a while. A good time. Might have been the second year. Yeah.
Nice. And also, just to keep plugging your shit, you sell a lot on Etsy, right?
Yeah, a little bit here and there. I think currently there's a strike going on. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, are we? What's going on?
Yeah, I haven't been paying attention. I should be. There's something like there's a price hike. I guess they're like kind of fucking us.
Their user fees, and now
for people that want to sell on it.
Yeah, and now artists are making like significantly less money. Like they're taking like a silly, an obscene share of every payment of every purchase.
Yeah, and I think it definitely affects people who like this is their like living, like this is their livelihood, and so like that's a lot of big a chunk. That was weird. That's a lot of big a chunk of money. I don't know what happened, but I don't know. Like for me, I didn't even notice because A, I haven't been selling much lately, just because I haven't been putting anything up, and B, even if I was, it hasn't been very much to even notice a price hike. But I'm not selling anything because we're on strike, I guess. So strike. Go to my Shopify, which I don't have set up. But it will be eventually. So hold on.
Commies, if you're listening, go just punch the CEO of Etsy in the face.
There we go.
Yeah, and say, hey, Joey sends his regards. Thank you once again for coming on, man. This has been
thank you.
The Sunday Smoke Sesh, where we have homies, just random people. Last time we had Carter B. Right. I don't even know who he is until that episode. he was cool. And
we're going to be doing more Smoke Seasies.
Yeah, look out for these. It may be, once a month, but we'll be doing these smoke sessions.
Yeah, it might be every fucking day.
Go to comicsandchronic.com as always. Peace out from me.
Later.
Hi, you're listening to Comics and Chronic, and I'm Jake F.H.
I'm Cody Cannon.
And I'm Anthony Iannaccio.
And you can tune in every Thursday to hear new episodes of Comics and Chronic.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Comics and Chronic. That's Comics, the letter N, Chronic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Peace.